Jana Duggar's shocking secret. Is she expecting the rumors that have fans on edge? Hi, I'm Avo. Welcome to World Gossip. 24-year go-to spot for the latest Duggar family news and everything in between. Don't forget to subscribe. Jana Duggar being pregnant has set the internet ablaze, leaving fans on the edge of their seats as speculation runs wild for years. The Duggar family has been at the heart of public fascination. And now, with rumors swirling around Jana's health, the world is waiting with bated breath to learn the truth. Could this be the moment fans have been eagerly anticipating? After all, Jana has been a beloved figure in the Duggar household, often taking on a maternal role for her younger siblings. Now, as whispers of a possible pregnancy spread, the excitement is palpable. What would this mean for Jana and the Duggar family? For those who've watched her grow up, this potential new chapter is more than just a simple announcement. It's the start of a dramatic transformation for one of the family's most cherished members. As the world waits for confirmation, the tension builds. Could Jana be the next Duggar to bring new life into the world, carrying on the family's tradition of large faith-driven families? Stay tuned as this unfolding story promises to be one of the most talked about moments in Dub history. Don't miss out as we delve into every detail surrounding this potential life-changing announcement. Will it be true? What will this mean for Jana's future? The excitement is just beginning. Keep reading to find out what happens next. Jana Duggar, a name that has long been a part of the Duggar family saga, has been a topic of conversation for many years. She is well known not just for her role as one of the older siblings in the Duggar household, but also for her caring nature, often stepping up to take care of her younger brothers and sisters. With such a large family and a media presence that spans over a decade, every change in her life draws attention from both the public and the media. In recent news, Jana Duggar has found herself the subject of speculation after news broke that she was feeling unwell. This development led to a whirlwind of discussions online, with fans and media outlets trying to piece together what might be going on. To add even more intrigue, some sources suggested that Jana's illness could be tied to an exciting life change, the possibility that she might be pregnant. For many fans of the Duggar family, this has been an exciting possibility, as they have been wondering for years when Jana would start her own family. The Duggar family, known for their strong values and large families, has made news time and time again with their growing number of children. And now it seems that Jana might be the next to add a new member to her family. While Jana has not publicly confirmed or denied the pregnancy rumors, the speculation is a natural result of the information circulating. Fans of the Duggar family have long admired Jana's ability to care for her younger siblings, and the thought of her stepping into the role of a mother is both exciting and for some highly anticipated. Many have noted that Jana, who has spent much of her life caring for others, may now be ready to embrace this new chapter of her life. However, it's important to look deeper into why this potential pregnancy is more than just a simple topic of discussion. It is in fact a symbol of something bigger, a shift in the Duggar family dynamics, and the new stage in Jana's personal journey. The Duggar family's public life has been heavily scrutinized, with the world watching as their children grow, marry, and start their own families. As the older Duggar siblings have entered adulthood, many have wondered about Jana's plans for her future. Despite having a large family where marriage and children are often central themes, Jan has remained relatively private when it comes to her own personal life. She has not been as publicly involved in relationships as some of her siblings, which has left many fans curious about. There were too many people in the courtroom. All of the seats were occupied, and many stood still along the walls, watching the trial develop. The tension crackled like static electricity. Cameras flashed and whispers filled the room. With expectancy, sitting at the defense table, Kody Brown's jaw was so tightened that it appeared as though his teeth may break. He wasn't paying attention as his lawyer frantically whispered in his ear, as if keeping perfect posture could somehow prevent his meticulous build world from crumbling around him. He sat with his hands folded in front of him, and his back rigid. Meri Brown and Janelle sat side by side across the room. Even if their faces couldn't be read, their very presence was powerful. They had been imprisoned in Kody's story for years, their voices muffled by the portrayal of a contented, cohesive, polygamous household. However, they were present today to change that narrative. For the first time, the judge slammed her gavel against the desk. She was a formidable woman with piercing eyes. The whispers vanished in an instant. She declared, "Court is now in session. We will begin with the testimony of Janelle Brown." Janelle stood as a rustling sound filled the room. After taking a deep breath and smoothing her blouse, she made her way to the witness stand. She moved deliberately, but there was a noticeable strain in her shoulders, as if the years of repressing the truth were suddenly bearing down on her. After taking the oath and raising her right hand, and she sat down with her hands folded neatly in her lap. "Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Sister Wives in EOVU's update. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive into the latest drama." The Sharpie man in his 40s, who was the prosecutor, came forward. He spoke in a stern but calm tone. "Mrs. Brown, can you describe your experience in your marriage to Kody Brown?" Janelle took a big breath. Sitting beneath the glaring courtroom lights, it felt different than the innumerable times she had practiced this moment. In her head, it was authentic. "For years, I tried to believe in the dream we built together," she stated. Although she spoke steadily, there was a tightness beneath it. However, reality differed greatly from what we depicted on television. Control was the issue. Manipulation was involved. The courtroom echoed with a whisper. Kody moved around in his chair, tapping the table with his fingers. A flicker of uneasiness flickered in his eyes, but his face stayed impassive. The prosecution went on. "Can you elaborate on what you mean when you say control? How did Mr. Brown exert control over you and the other wives?" Before responding, Janelle's lips briefly pushed together. "He made all the decisions: how we spent the money, where we lived, and how we brought up our kids. Despite our best efforts, we were never in charge of the money. We were forced to live with the decisions he made." Throughout the courtroom, there were guests. Kody mumbled under his breath, "That's not true." He ignored the warning gaze from his lawyer. The judge swiveled in his direction. "Mr. Brown, you will remain silent unless spoken to." Kody shook his head and let out a deep exhale. The prosecutor faced Janelle once more. "Mrs. Brown, were there financial decisions made without your consent?" Janelle gave a nod repeatedly. "To be fair, we trusted him to provide. However, he wasn't. Without alerting us, he took out loans in our names and depleted our finances. He always seemed to gain more from it than everyone else, even though he claimed it was for the family and our future." Whispers echoed through the galleries. Once more, Kody's face flushed, and he tightened his jaw. The prosecutor inquired, "And when you confronted him about this?" Janelle's face grew serious. "You refrained from confronting Kody. He would talk circles around you and make you feel that you were wrong to inquire. Even if you tried, he has the ability to cast doubt on you." Except for the distant click of a reporter's keyboard, the room was quiet. "Your Honor," said the prosecutor, "we would like to call Meri Brown as our next witness." When Meri got up from her chair, everyone's attention were on her. Meri's quiet resolve was her strength as opposed to Janelle's steadiness. She had been imprisoned in this family's shadows for years, thinking she had to put up with it, but she would speak at last. Today, after taking the oath, she sat down. She clasped her hands in her lap. Trembling a little, the prosecutor came over. "You were Kody Brown's first wife. Mrs. Brown, could you explain how your relationship has changed over time?" Meri Paused like a thick blanket, the question's weight enveloped her when she did speak. It was in a firm yet quiet voice. The first wife was me I trusted. What Kody said, I had faith in what we were creating, but I lost my visibility. Over time I felt worthless because of him. Kody's face contorted in rage, but he said nothing this time. When you say you became invisible, what do you mean? Meri took a deep breath. He needed me at first. I participated in all of the decisions. However, I lost significance to him as the family expanded and he took on new spouses. He would push me away and disregard me, and he tricked me into remaining when I tried to leave, saying I couldn't do this any longer. Her eyes filled with tears, but she forced herself to hold them back. How did he manipulate you? Meri's tone became stern. He would misrepresent me and make me feel bad. I was the issue. He said that I would be destroying the family if I left. He turned everything against me, including my faith and my love for the kids, and I believed him for years. It was definitely quiet in the courtroom. The reporters had ceased their writing, and we clinging to every word. And now, Mrs. Brown, do you believe Kody Brown should be held accountable? Meri let out a slow breath. Her voice was clear and unflinching as she talked. Yes. He created a universe in which he ruled supremely. That world needs to fall apart. It shook the courtroom. Whispers, gasps, murmurs. Kody sat still, his face whitened, his empire falling apart in front of him. Her gavel was hammered by the judge. Put in order. The court will meet again tomorrow to render a decision. Meri and Janelle walked out of the courtroom together, holding their heads high. As they did so, Kody was still sitting behind them, gazing at the table. He felt helpless for the first time in his life. And there's more. The conflict between Kody Brown and his ex-girlfriends Meri and Janelle Brown over coyote passes. Fate was revealed in Sister Wives season 19, but Robyn and Kody Brown also have problems, and I believe it could be time for the producers to give the other cast members more screen time, but there's always a potential that the series could terminate if this is done. Even though Season 20 of Sister Wives hasn't been announced yet, there will probably be another episode, and perhaps this is the right time to switch up the roster. Christine has a lot to live for now that she's happily married to David Woolley, and she may provide exciting and endearing entertainment in contrast to Kody and Robyn, who frequently come across as irritable and resentful. She and David are creating an Arab empire and appear to truly love life. Robyn is accused of spending $70,000 on dolls she purchased on Etsy, and Kody and Robyn are also criticized for their extravagant lifestyles. Perhaps the ostensibly wealthy couple, who seem to be living like ace celebrities in Hollywood, are just no longer relatable. Robyn and Kody tend to argue over the same topics over and over again. There would be a brief respite from spend Robyn and her knight in shining armor. If the show's attention were directed toward other significant cast members, it might backfire. But perhaps producers should cut back on the number of scenes between Kody and Robyn. Altering it would allow the other stars to shine on screen. Robyn stated in the above teaser for this season that she's, however, Kody and Robyn frequently appear to be attempting to make their life together appear more difficult than it actually is. Kody is truly in charge of that drama, even though they are arguing with the ex-partner about Coyote Pass. 97% of the property is owned by Kody, who is so unsure of what to do with it that Janelle and Meri are thinking of hiring lawyers to ensure they will receive the money they are due in the event that that famous piece of land is sold. Robyn's problems with Kody also appear to be quite small. Yes, they argue, but as time has gone on, their fights have become a touch campy, as if they're trying to make their situations more dramatic by adding a little more drama. Their troubles are undoubtedly real, but Perhaps they aren't as bad as they are portrayed to be in actuality. They appear to be leading a very opulent life. Together, one that many others may find envious, in addition to the $2.1 million. House Robyn has an enormous collection of dolls, some of which are clothed in expensive handcrafted outfits. As revealed by Without a Crystal Bow on Instagram, there is the expensive David Eman jewelry that Kody and Robyn own. Indulging has a history, including a sumptuous trip to Hawaii, that left the other women envious. The ex-partners have grown and changed, while Robyn and Kody appear to be stuck in a bygone era. They are evolving as individuals. The ex-partners should be given greater screen time. For that reason, they're changing so quickly that we can see it. The fearless trailblazer who set out first and blazed a hell of a trail is Christine. She is the Aries lady who genuinely loved herself enough to leave Kody and discover the one for her. Anything is possible for Christine with her new companion, David, who is also a fire sign. David is a Sagittarius. The longest and most difficult path has been traversed by Janelle Garrison Brown. Her son passed away. Kody is also mourning that significant loss, but Janelle has no companion to support her during those soul-wrenching evenings. With a little assistance from her children and friends, she is left to manage her emotions alone. Despite how difficult it has been for her, Janelle is taking a life detox in 2025 in an effort to live a happier life that emphasizes well-being and thankfulness. She has a new company, T Farms, and her incredible strength may liven up a sometimes boring performance. After splitting from Kody, Meri has completely changed as a person. The man who officially married her informed her he wanted a divorce so he could legally marry Robyn, but she was completely incompatible with him. He claimed that the decision concerned adopting Robyn's children, but Meri is only human, so it probably caused her a great deal of pain. Meri can finally enjoy life and make the most of her time now that all of these unpleasant experiences are behind her. She has no intention of making amends with someone who does not desire her. The key to happiness is Mars' embrace of life with caring people. Meri looked stunning as she danced with her friends on a Cancun vacation, as seen on Instagram. Meri is experimenting after being released from the agony of attempting to win over a man who has feelings for someone else. She has a history in undergoing renovations. Her new company, Worthy Up, and her entertaining Fridays with Friends segments, which she films on Instagram. Sister wives ought to adapt to the times. Perhaps Robyn and Kody don't excite as much as they did as polygamous, since they are a normal married couple. In the meantime, the ex-partners are still establishing their identities following several marriages, which entails intense feelings ranging from dread to hope. And beyond, it might be more uplifting to watch the ex-partners flourish than to hear Kody whine again, or see more of Robyn's crocodile tears fall. All of that has been seen countless times. However, a significant cast change for Sister Wives may spell the end of a long-running series. If viewers are more interested in Robyn and Kody's ups and downs than anything else in a recent positive social media update, Sister Wives star Christine Brown said she was determined not to let obstacles get her down. She focused on her work as a social media influencer and her health after divorcing her ex-husband Kody Brown. In late 2021, Christine's marriage to her current spouse, David Woolley, was highlighted in a special episode in 2023, indicating that she was happy again. By 2025, Christine and David plan to grow their rental business by utilizing websites such as VRBO and Airbnb. This has led to rumors that Christine might be thinking about quitting Sister Wives. Christine recently shared a video titled "Time to Find Her Fun Again," in which she ran about her fancy house in a humorous manner to express her joy. Christine said, "There was a time when the weight of everything threatened to steal that joy." She continued, "I was reminded that I'm still me when I briefly slipped across my kitchen in socks one day. Joy is still an option for me." The Sister Wives cast member challenged her fans to do something that made them smile as she wrapped up her speech. "The way Christine has changed over the years has shocked a lot of Sister Wives watchers. She may have written an inspirational message to let them know that she had changed, because they were amazed by her metamorphosis after her divorce." Christine, who had been married to Kody for almost 30 years without love, discovered how to love herself. Her profession, her kids, and her physical fitness were the things that brought her joy. Christine shared her inspirational message on social media to let her followers know that they too could choose happiness rather than burdening themselves with unimportant things. To encourage her followers, Christine has started sharing motivational posts. She has taken on the duty of helping as many people as she can, and she has more than 1.5 million Instagram followers. Christine offers her fans support on social media by providing information on her weight loss and advertising her gut health products, in addition to sharing encouraging posts. The Sister Wives actress tries to interact with her followers and respond to their inquiries. Christine has been able to establish herself as a well-liked social media influencer because of her uplifting and amiable nature. Not surprisingly, Christine mentions the difficulties she had in her previous relationship with Kody while praising her current outlook. It makes sense that she would post about her past experiences on social media because she has gone through a lot. According to her most recent communication, Christine is completely over her failed marriage. She has decided to pursue happiness after letting go of the weight of her previous setbacks. Christine has effectively changed herself in her mid-50s. The future development of the Sister Wives cast connection with David will be intriguing to see if the upcoming season centers on one of Robyn Brown's former Sister Wives. She might end up as a supporting cast member. She became the fourth wife of her polygamous husband, Kody Brown, when she married him in her early 30s. Robyn made an effort to be friends with Christine Brown, Janelle, and Meri, Kody's former wives. Nevertheless, none of the four ladies were able to form a strong bond because of their relationship with Kody. Christine, Janelle, and Meri were even jealous of Robyn's attention from Kody. Robyn became Kody's primary wife over the years, leaving the other sister wives feeling alone and abandoned. In order for Kody to adopt her children from a prior relationship, she also urged him to legalize their spiritual marriage. Meri, Janelle, and Christine suffered the negative effects of polygamy, but Robyn benefited from it. Since the start of the show, these three ladies have remained in their loveless relationship with Kody for almost a decade. Kody eventually enters a monogamous marriage with Robyn when Meri, Janelle, and Christine decide to break up with him alongside her husband Kody. Robyn has been a vital part of the Sister Wives cast, but a recent reorganization might make her a supporting cast member, especially if Meri finds new love interests. Robyn and Kody's tales aren't very interesting, as evidenced by recent Sister Wives seasons. Their content has remained constant for months due to their contented marriage and stable finances. Their narrative frequently centers on self-pity, which detracts from the show's overall appeal. Producers might benefit from emphasizing Meri as the primary star and her continuous romantic development and dating experiences. Ever since she and Kody split up in 2023, Meri has changed a lot. Her lovely skin and new business endeavors are proof that she has gained confidence. Additionally, Meri has matured and isn't in a hasty relationship decision. She is living her life and getting to know others at her own pace. Meri is an inspiration who has the potential to empower a large number of viewers if given the chance by the network. Over the course of their roughly 12 years together, Meri and Robyn had grown close. However, given their disparate lifestyles, it's probable that their connection won't be as strong in 2025. Meri has relocated to Utah to concentrate on remodeling her bed and breakfast, while Robyn remains at her $2 million home in Flagstaff. Additionally, Meri and Kody might be going to court regarding Meri's equitable portion of the Coyote Pass property. Consequently, these sister wives are probably no longer on good terms. Let us know in your comments, and stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks, everyone.